season 5, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, obviously, playing Silas, that's completely different. I've never played another character. I've played the Ripper, but I've never played someone, completely different. So I'm excited about that, of course.
How has the transformation from Stefan to Silas been for you to portray? Do you enjoy the change, or has it been difficult?
No, it's definitely. It's challenging, but it's. In the beginning, so Silas is sort of pretending to be Stefan, so it's a bit of a kind of you don't want to make it too wildly different because otherwise people will call him out. So it's been sort of similar, but the difference between Stefan and Silas is that Stefan is much less assured and much less sort of decisive. I mean, this guy's been around for 2,000 years, so his motivations come from a place of like deep wisdom and knowledge, as opposed to Stefan. He's a little more self-aware, I suppose.
How does Silas compare on a scale of 1 to 10? How badass is Silas?
I mean, I think Silas is a little more understated in certain ways, in the sense that I think the Ripper is this kind of visceral, doesn't know how to control his emotions, sort of hates himself afterwards, rips people's heads off, and then loathes sort of what he is. Whereas Silas is kind of like, he doesn't really apologize for who he is. He also doesn't need to deal with pettiness. He won't even bite people's necks because he doesn't want to degrade himself. He doesn't even consider himself a vampire. He just sort of cuts people and drinks their blood because it's just sort of cleaner, and it's just a completely different thing.
Will we see Stefan at all this season? Will we see him underwater? Or?
Yeah, you'll see him underwater, and then he'll get out, and that's cool. Stefan goes for I like Stefan's little arc of I don't want to reveal too much, but he kind of he doesn't just get out of this safe and then suddenly goes back to being the good old Stefan. I think there's like a big transition period. He was down there really suffering, and I think he's had a lot of epiphanies and dreams, and I think he comes back a changed guy.
What's been your favorite part about playing Stefan, and has that changed with the introduction of Silas?
What's my favorite part? Well, my favorite part of playing Stefan is exploring his darkness, and that hasn't really changed.
Do you think Elena will ever make a final decision between Stefan or Damon, or do you think we can continue to expect the back and forth?
I think women are generally indecisive, and I think once you get one thing, you want the other, and I think the grass is always greener on the other side. So she'll make a decision, then she'll change her mind.
Overall, how do you think your character's relationship with Elena has helped him or hindered him?
It's probably hindered him in the sense that she's a 17-year-old girl